Syria's new interim government suspends the constitution and parliament for several months as they work out how to govern. Protesters in Seoul clash with police as President Yoon faces yet another impeachment vote. And US President Joe Biden commutes sentences for 1,500 people, the largest single-day act of clemency in modern US history.
An American man has been found in Syria after being held in prison for 7 months. Travis Timmerman was reportedly missing since May, having last been seen in the Hungarian capital, Budapest. Speaking to U.S. media on Thursday, he said he had crossed mountains between Lebanon and Syria before being detained. Mr. Timmerman was broken out of his cell by rebels a day after Syria's government collapsed. He's one of thousands of prisoners who have been released since the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime. U.S. officials said they are working to bring Mr. Timmerman home, but couldn't provide further details. 2024 will be the Earth's hottest year on record. The announcement by the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration comes as global sea ice cover fell to a near historic low this year. The organization says that November was the second warmest on record worldwide, with Asia reaching its warmest November ever. Though this year's data is not complete, the agency says this year has more than a 99% chance of exceeding last year's heat record. U.S. lawmakers are expressing concern over a large number of mysterious drones reportedly flying over parts of New Jersey. Dozens of nighttime flights have caused concern, with sightings reported near military bases and airports. The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are among several agencies investigating. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says there is currently no evidence the drone sightings pose a national security risk. And an Indian teenager has become the youngest ever world chess champion. At just 18 years old, Gukesh Dommaraju is 4 years younger than the former record holder. He beat the defending champion, China's Ding Liren, in a 14-game world championship contest in Singapore. Dommaraju has long been a prodigy in the chess world, becoming a grandmaster at 12 years old.
The head of NATO warns that the alliance is not ready for the threats it will face from Russia and is calling for a shift to a wartime mindset. In a speech in Brussels, Mark Rutte said a future defence spending among NATO members needs to be considerably higher than the current target of 2% of national wealth. The former coach of China's men's national football team, Li Tie, has been jailed for 20 years following a lengthy trial on corruption charges. Li is the latest to fall amid China's far-reaching anti-corruption campaign in its sports sector, especially football. The US rapper Diddy Combs has been sued by 3 more men in New York, alleging he drugged and raped them. Combs is currently being held in custody while he awaits trial in May on criminal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty and denies all allegations against him, and his lawyers said the latest complaints against him were lies. President Lula of Brazil has undergone further surgery to prevent bleeding on the brain. Doctors said there were no complications and the 79-year-old was awake and speaking. They expect him to be discharged from hospital early next week. Lula had emergency surgery on Tuesday after suffering a brain hemorrhage.